No, this is third, acha. Fourth, fifth.
पिछले स्कंद में कह दिया था कि अब मैं तुमको टाइम का काउंटिंग सिखाऊंगा, वो इसमें ओम जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यज्जन्ते तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. Today we have to start 11th chapter of the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And in the last canto, at the end, Maitreya had told Vidura that next canto I will be telling you about how to count time. And in that counting, Manvantaras and all other concepts of time will be taken in. So we start with the smallest possible particle of time. So we read the first shloka, Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya continues, Charama Sat Visheshanam Aneko Asanyuta Sada Paramanu Savidneyo Nurnam Aikya Brahmo Yataha. Paramanu Savidneyo. That means we are defining Paramanu. Paramanu in English can be atom. Now, Sad Visheshanam Charamam. Sad Visheshanam means that which can be thought of as real. Sat Visheshanam, that which can be thought of as real. Whether time-wise, whether space-wise, whether matter-wise, Sat Visheshanam means that which we can say this is real. Such space, such matter, such time, that is all comes under Sad Visheshanam.
Aneka.
Charama. Charama means the smallest of them. Charma here does not mean the biggest of them. Charma means the smallest of them, which still can be called real. Smallest of the things which can be called real. Because when the thing is very small, we generally say it is not real. So, which can be called real, amongst them, the last smallest particle. The smallest amongst those which can be called real, either matter or space or time. Anekaha. Anekaha. It cannot be counted as one. Too small to be counted as one. Aneka. Asanyuta sada. And which has not combined with similar things. Always, never can be combined. Never can be combined. So, Paramanu Vidneyo. That is called atom. Atom is that which is the smallest among things which can be called real. Never can be called one. Aneka. Aneka, not one. Cannot be called one. Too small to be called one. That is the meaning. Asanyuta. And cannot be combined, not combined. So, because it is too small to think that it can combine. So, infinitesimal is the English word. Infinitesimal, 1 upon infinity. So, negligible is a very gross word. So, that is defined as atom. Now, the context is time, counting of time. But we shall find same definition goes for the atom of space. Same definition goes for the atom of matter. So this definition in the beginning applies to all three, though we are talking of time. So vidneyo should be known, that means that is the definition. Should be known as atom when it is smallest among that which can be called real and which is cannot be called one also, and which is uncombinable with similar things. Then yata nrinam aikya brahmo. Yata, from that. Now, what we see collection of such atoms. So, atoms cannot be collected together, but we see the collection of atoms. That is the delusion produced by Bhagavan's Maya Shakti or time Shakti. So, in the beginning, it has been made clear that our perception of the world, where so many atoms are combined, is only a delusion. Bhagavan's delusion, Maya Shakti, including time Shakti. Time has always been taken as an abstract part of Maya Shakti of Bhagavan. So that is the sport of Bhagavan, which makes a man deluded that all these atoms are together. That is the avayavi Brahma. That means atom appears to be a part of whole, that is a Brahma. Atom is that which cannot be combined, cannot be called one, smallest of the small, can be called real, that much. So, imagine, conceive. There is no other way. Now, this is about time. Sata eva padarthasya swarupavasthitasya yat kaivalyam paramamahan avishesho nirantara. Now, words are used with different meanings in Bhagavatam. Kaivalya is not moksha. Kaivalya in Sankhya and Vedanta is the name for moksha. That is not so here. Sata eva padarthasya, that means the padartha is matter. But here, time. So, when something appears to be real, that is sata eva padarthasya, means of the substance which can be called real. Of that substance which can be called real, swarupavasthitasya yat, staying in its own nature, that means not combined. Staying in their own nature, swarupavasthitasya, means not combined as yet. Yat kaivalyam. Yat kaivalyam, that nature of its. That nature of its where it has not combined, it has own nature. It is in own nature is called Kaivalyam here. Keval, Keval,
Only.
Keval, adjective, Kaivalyam. Keval, only. In the meaning of only. Only its own nature. So, Sarupavasthitasya Kaivalyam. That which is in its own nature, that nature in which it is staying. Paramamahan Avishesho Nirantaram. Now, conceive of the greatest of them. We are thinking of the smallest of them. Now think of the greatest of them. Paramamahan Avishesho, but no particulars. No particulars but totality. No particulars but the greatest. Nirantara means gapless, without gap. So conceive of a time as a whole, without gaps, without break-on into units. So we have conceived the smallest of time, now conceive the totality, biggest of time, without gaps, means in which parts are not there. It is not made of several parts. So time has two types of concepts. One is smallest of the small, one is biggest of the big. And that biggest of the big is called Paramamahan, the biggest. So imagine, conceive, there is no other way. Conceive of a time which is the whole but without parts. When we say whole, we think of parts, but it has no gaps, so without parts. One whole without any parts. One whole without any gaps. So time is infinite. Time cannot be counted. That is the meaning. Time as a whole. Now, whole, you can imagine 1 year, whole year, whole totality of time till pralaya. So time is a continuous flow. We cannot break it and count it in small parts, but we are doing it. We are doing it for our practical sense. So we have conceived the smallest, conceived the biggest. It has no gaps. It is infinite. It can never have parts. And that whole you can conceive as 1 year. You can conceive as from one kalpa to another. That is the first two shlokas. But the whole you have to conceive without gaps, without parts. Either 1 year or from one cycle to another cycle. One whole cycle can be thought of as one. Okay, so please conceive. एवं कालोपि अनुमिता सूक्ष्मे स्थौल्ये च सत्तम संस्थान भुक्त्वा भगवान अव्यक्तो व्यक्तभुक् विभु. Sattama, O Maitreya, O best among people, best among good people. In this way, evam sukshme sthaulye cha kalo api anumita. Anumita, we have thought of, we have guessed, we have made, rationally made it. We cannot say that we have correctly described it. It is after all Anuman, guesswork, imagined work, that we are told about the smallest and the biggest. Both are only in our imagination. That is Anumita. So we have somehow described to you that which is impossible to describe, but we have made some guesswork or some rationally understandable definition. Sanstana Bhukta Avyakto Vibhu Bhagavan Sanstana Bhuktva Vyakta Bhuk. Now, what is this time? Shri Hari. It is a type of power with Shri Hari. And it pervades the smallest to the biggest. Actually, this time is unmanifested, avyakta. But it is pervading in everything. Whether small or big, it is pervading in everything, though it is unmanifested. That is the nature of Shri Hari. Shri Hari is transcendent beyond everything and yet appears to have this power. Whether subtlest or biggest, whether smallest or biggest.
Which is Stholya here is Maitreya. Stholya is Maitreya.
Sukshma means smallest.
No. Stholya.
Biggest. Stholya means literally gross.
Gross.
But here it means biggest. Smallest or biggest. And Bhagavan, though he is avyakta, he is making things different within this appearance. Within the world, it is all pervading and creating difference in which no difference is there. So we perceive a thing separate from other thing, that is Bhagavan's sport. Bhagavan himself is without parts. Bhagavan appears through all parts. So this part and no part is Bhagavan's sport. So conceive in this way. Bhagavan, no parts, but he deludes us by parts. Man, woman, up till now in the last chapter, whatever has been described. 10 types of creation. What is 10 types of creation? The unmanifested become manifested in different types, that's all. The types are not there, nothing is there, only Bhagavan is there. But Bhagavan appears to be divided and 10 types of creation have come out of it. That is the appearance. So these are matters for conception. Imagine, conceive. Bhagavan is unmanifested, not broken. But Bhagavan himself gives an appearance that he himself is broken into so many parts. That is 10 types of creation. So all the creation is an appearance, think of that. Though of Bhagavan himself. Bhagavan shows within himself all these differences. Though he is unmanifested, undifferentiated. स कालः परमाणुर्वै यो भुङ्क्ते परमाणुताम् ततो अविशेषभुक् यस्तु स कालः परमो महान्. So when the whole world is like atom, very subtle, in that also this kala, sakala, yah paramanutam bhungte savai kala paramanu, that which enjoys, that means that which covers the atom state is called atom in time. Atom in time is that which covers the atom state of the world. So another way of thinking of atom is that there is atom state of the whole universe, and if it pervades that, it is called atom of time. Atom of time is that which can cover atom nature, atom state of the world. So world is also atom at some time, and that state, if you can cover, God can cover, then that is called Paramanu, atom of time. So atom of time defined in one another way, atom state of the universe, when one covers that, Bhunte means covers, heats. When one covers that, that time is called Paramanu time.
Bhukti also means eats.
Huh?
Bhukti also means consumes, eats.
Bhunte means eats directly, means covers. Tato avishesha bhugyasu. Similarly, the undifferentiated state from one kalpa to another, that which covers is the biggest time. So, another way to define smallest and biggest, that which covers the atomic state of the world is atom time. That which covers the whole nature, whole world, that is called the big time. That is called the biggest time. Avishesha book, undistinguished, whole world, when it covers, it is called the biggest time. So undistinguished means not yet created. Pralayavastha, between two cycles of creation, that time is the biggest time. Conceive? Next. Now we start trying to combine and count. Anurdau Paramanu Syat Trasarenu Straya Smrita Jalarka Rashme Vagata Kham Eva Anupatan Nagat. Now, where we can perceive Paramanu, Dau, Anu. When two atoms combine, it is called Anu. No. Yes. Paramanu is atom. When two atoms combine, in science you may call molecule. But here you may say couple of atoms. When two atoms come together, we call it two atoms, couple. But it is still not perceivable. Then Traya, a triode of molecules, a triode of double atoms is called Trasareno, the triode. And this is the perceptible time. So we defined atom, but it is not perceptible. Two atoms coming together also is not perceptible. But such this couple atoms, three, that means six atoms. When coupled atom three, it is called Trasarenu, and that is the smallest time perceivable. Now, here comes the other part. Jalarka Rashmi Avagata Kham Eva Anupatan Nagat. Now, you look to the sun's rays through your window. In your window aperture, you will see sun's rays entering. And there you will see that sun's rays or the space or the matter you can see. That which you can see is Trasarenu. Now this Trasarenu is not of time, it is of matter. But you have to conceive like this. The sun in his movement will cover Trasarenu. That only we can cognize. Smaller than that we cannot cognize. Now it will take some time. Sun, when it moves, Trasarenu of matter or space, then that time is our Trasarenu of time. So the smallest perceivable time called Trasarenu is that time which sun takes to cover a Trasarenu. Now where do we see this Trasarenu? In the sun's window, in the sun's rays in the window. There we see small particles floating, and they do not come up to the earth. They float in sky only and go away. So some tangible example is given for us to feel the Trasarenu. Trasarenu floats come eva anupatan nagat, from sky, nagat, from mountain, floating only in the sky, not coming to earth. We will see through the rays shining in the window, small particle like. So from that we can imagine the sun has taken that much time to move, and that is our perceivable smallest sound. So smallest sound perceivable is Trasarenu of time, and this we can understand this by sun taking time to cover Trasarenu of space or matter. And where do we perceive that Trasarenu of space or matter? In the rays in the window. There we'll see as if coming from mountains and floating in the atmosphere. It is not falling on earth, it goes away somewhere in the air itself. That we can perceive in the. So a gross example is given to us to enable us to imagine Trasarenu of space or matter, with the help of which we can imagine Trasarenu of time. So sun moves a Trasarenu, that time is the Trasarenu of time. So Trasarenu, or the perceivable atom or molecule or whatever you like to call it, is shown here of time as that which taken by sun to cover that much matter or that much part of space. And where do we find these small particles? In the rays of the sun which we see in the window as if coming from mountains and disappearing in the sky or wind itself, not falling on earth. So, an example, perceivable example has been provided. Now starts counting, real counting. Trasarenu trikam bhungte ya kala satruti smrita shatabhagastu vedasyat taistrivir stu lava smrita. Trikam bhungte. Trasarenu trikam. Trikam again means triode. Triode of Trasarenus. Triode of Trasarenus covers. Bhungte is covers. That is called Truti. Truti, speck. Speck can be the translation. Too small, speck.
Minute, no. Minute, not minute, very small.
In English it says speck, dot. Shatabhagastu Vedasyat. Then 100 such Trutis will make Veda. These are technical terms you just count. Truti, Veda. A triode of Trasarenus is called Truti. 100 such Trutis are called Veda. And 3 of that Vedas is called Lava. Lava is a word for particle, smallest particle. So that smallest particle has come like this. Dhanu, 3 Dhanus, Trasarenu, 3 Trasarenus, Truti, 100 Trutis, Veda, 3 Vedas, Lava, small particle. So these are words to be defined in time. Now, how small is this lava? Now some perceivable word has come. Nimeshastri lavo jnaya amnataste traya kshana kshanan pacha vidu kashtam pancha kshanan pancha vidu kashtam lagu ta dasha pancha cha. That was lava, now lagu will come. 3 lava, nimesh adnaya. Nimesh means winking of the eyebrows. So now you get an idea of the smallness. 3.
Winking of the time, winking of the eyebrow, time.
Always time only now. But now something known. Lava was a too small a particle. 3 such lavas will make one winking. Amnatate. Amnata means it is, I may say, just Vedas have told us. First countable time is winking of the eyes. So that should be thought of as per tradition, Amnata, that it is 3 lavas.
Is called. Amnata means is called.
Amnata, generally Amnata means Vedas. Amnata means tradition.
Tradition.
Traya Kshana. Now this 3 times of winking is 1 second. Kshana.
Shana is second.
What else can be translated? Moment, you may like to say moment. Second, do you know how second has come? I told once.
Yes, you can.
1 hour divided into 60 is first minute, but it is known as minute. Then again divided into 60 is second minute. That is called second. So that is the smallest countable time. In India, day itself is divided into 60, but that is not told here. That is, according to Sun, that will be told in the 5th chapter. Here we are going from smaller to bigger. But idea is that one day and night is not 24, is 60. And that is called Gatika. And one Gatika 60 is Pala. 160th Pala is Vipala. So Vipala is much smaller than a second. But here we are not going that way. From lowest to the upper we are going. So in our mind, second is called, Kshana is called second. So Kshana means moment. So one moment consists of 3 lavas, 3 nimeshas. 3 times winking is 1 moment. Kshanan pancha vido kashtam, 5 kshanas, 5 moments is called kashta. Kashta is 1 measure. Laguta dasha pancha cha. Dasha pancha means 15. So 15 such kashtas is called lagu, small amount of time. So these are definitions of calculation of time. पांच क्षणों की एक काष्ठा होती है. क्षणान पंचविदो काष्ठाम दश पंचच ताम लघु. So 15 kashtas will be 1 small particle of time. Definitions. Laghu nive samamnata दश पंचच नाडिका ते 2 मुहूर्ता प्रहरा षड्याम सप्तवा नृणाम. Again that word samamnata has come. Dasha pancha laguni nadika samamnata. So 15 lagus are called nadika traditionally. Te 2 muhurta nrinam. 2 nadikas together is called muhurta. We meet all these names. So they are given meanings. Muhurta. We know muhurta also is moment of time, auspicious moment. Then Shat, Saptava, Nadika, Prahara, Yamava. 2 muhurte prahara. Nurnam Shat, Saptava, Nadika, Prahara, Yamava. Now 6 or 7, that's all. Or. Sure. Whatever you like to count, you count. All the exactness is gone here. 6 or 7 muhurtas are called one prahara or yama. What is prahara or yama? The day-night of human beings, fourth part of the day-night of human beings is called yama or prahara. There is a beautiful bhajan, Hindi. सुंदर श्याम देखन की आशा नैनन बान परी चार याम मोहे तड़पत बीते. One day and night have passed. I am panting. I am tadapata. I am just vyakul for your darshan. So, char yam means day and night. Char yam or char prahara. No, but prahara, we say ashtav prahara. So, day 4, night 4.
शिव पूजा 4 प्रहरे शिव पूजा है.
And so, yama or prahara, then day and night. So, not day and night, but day and night. Day 4 yamas, night 4 yamas. Praharas. Now here, Sridhar Swami has said, that means there is no counting. You call it 6 or 7. That means there is no proper counting. Just for the sake of practical world, you take something. That has been made clear here. Dvadasharda palonmanam chaturvir chaturungulai. Oh, angula has come now. Swarnamashai krutachidram yavat prastha jalaplutam. Oh. Now again some practical thing is brought. You know there is a drum-shaped pot of glass. From top comes and spreads again. And in that, water or sand is filled up. And by that, the priest count gatikas. When the whole water drop by drop has gone to the below, it is called one gatika. Then they revert it. Again counts one gatika. So that pot is mentioned here. Pal. No, Pal has not come now in this counting. What is Pal? Copper. Dvadasharda palon manam. Dvadasharda means 6. Pala is the measure. 6 palas is the measure. Make a pot like that of copper. Prastha. Yavat prastha jalaplutam. Prastha means this palm. Prastha is this hatin.
Prastha jalaplutam.
Palm. So it should contain 1 palm of water. Make copper patra of 6 palas measure so that it will contain one palm of water. Chaturangulai, Chaturve, Swarnamashai. Oh, now he's teaching some engineering. That patra, four mashas gold. What is masha?
Month.
Masha kadai.
Oh, achha.
So masha is that
Maskolai. Maskolai.
in English black ground.
Black or golden? Swarna?
What is called?
Black ground. Yes, black ground.
That was used as a measure in old days. So, 4 fingers length golden stick, salai. Golden stick, 4 fingers length. From that, 4 masha measures of gold. From that 4 masha measures of gold, make a small stick of gold, which is of 4 fingers length. And by that, in that patra which you have made, in the pende, in the bottom, make a hole. Make a hole in the bottom of that patra and put it in water. And the time in which it will get filled up with 1 palm water, and that patra then gets merged in water. That is called 1 nadika. So, nadika was long back defined. Now they are defining that nadika. So, as Sridhara said, no proper counting. So, nadika's measure is being described here. 6 or 7 such nadikas makes 1 pravar. There itself we have lost counting. But 6 phala is the measure of that nadika. No. 6 phala is the measure of a pot. It is filled with, which can be filled with 1 palm of water. But how it is filled with? That golden Chaturangule, Chaturve, Swarnamashai. So 4 mashas of gold made into 4 finger length of a small stick, Krita Chidram, and make hole in the bottom of the patra and put that patra in the water till 1 palm of water gets filled. In this way, 1 palm of water. Imagine, I can't understand this. 9 shlokas only read up till now?
Yeah.
Yamas Chattvaras Chattwaro मर्त्यानाम अहनी उभे पक्ष पंचदशा अहानी शुक्ला कृष्णश्च मानद. Manada is Sambodhan for Vidura. Oh, respected man. Oh, man giving respect to others. Vidura. Here it has been made clear. 4 yamas make man's day and man's night. 4 yamas make man's day and man's night. 15 days, he says 15 days. Ani make one paksha. So this is all approximate. Pakshas are 2. Paksha means fortnight. 15 days make one fortnight, and there are 2 fortnights, Shukla and Krishna.
So 30. 30 total.
Shukla means white, Krishna means black.
And what is the spelling of Shukla? Dantasa or white is Dantasa or Tarvasya?
Not Dantya, not at all. How will Danta come? Shukla. Shu, Cha group. Talavya. Cha, Sh. Whistling sound of Cha group is called Sh. Shukla. Shukla is a famous name, surname.
Yes. That spelling is Tarvasya always.
Yes. Danta is not there. Shukla, impossible. Shukla means white. So, Krishna Cha, black. Actually, they are not white or black. But the moon grows.
Yeah.
That is called Shukla. And when it goes back, it is called Krishna.
But it is getting smaller. When moon is getting smaller, it is Krishna. Smaller, Amavasya.
Tayo samuchayo masa pitrunam tad aharnisham do tavruto shadayanam dakshinam cha uttaram divi. So combination of those 2 fortnights is called month. And for Pitaras, forefathers, it is 1 day and night. So 1 month of men is 1 day and night of Pitras, Pitruloka. 2 months, Tav Rutu. 2 months is called Ritu, season. And 6 months is called Ayanam. Dakshinam cha Uttaram Divi. Divi means in the sky for sun. Uttarayanam, Dakshinayanam. So it is all in relation to India, which is in the northern hemisphere. Then only we say Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. Ayane chahani prahur vatsaro dvadasha smruta samvatsara shatam nrinam paramayur nirupitam. Ayane means 2 ayanas, Uttara and Dakshina. Chadivi ahani. So for gods, that is 1 day and night. For gods, the 1 year here is one day and night for gods. 1 month here is 1 day and night for Pitras. 1 year here is 1 day and night of gods. And 100 such years is called man's maximum life, Paramayu. Samachara Shatam Nranam Paramayu Nirupitam has been decided to be man's ultimate life. Om Janmadhyasyeto Mayaditarata Chartesha Vidnaswarat Tene Brahmaridayadi Kavai Muyanti Yat Suraya Tejo Varimridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Misha Damna Svena Sada Nirasta Kvokam Satyam Param Dhimahi Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.